today, finding a job in Kenya is very, very difficult.
Yes, you have good grades and your transcript is showing good results, but
My name is Kevin Karani. I'm 29 years old and I'm a renewable energy engineer by profession. Finances were a bit of a hurdle to my parents. I had to work really hard and try to do some jobs on the side to supplement the little money I was getting. Currently, I have a rented small house in Maji Mazuri area, Kasarani. I stay alone.
My name is Florence Njeri. I'm from Kikuyu. I'm 31. I went to college. I studied graphic design, but from there it was hard finding a job because most employers focus on the physical appearance instead of them focusing on your abilities as a person. I needed to support my child, so I hooked some Airtel lines. From there, I started hooking diapers and sanitary towels. Then I became ill, that working too much. That's when I gave up on job hunting and I decided to put up a business. I put up a small general shop. My journey started from there.
I think just like everyone else, my hopes were so high that I would get a job. It was very tough. So I started with selling weighing skills in butcheries. I used to trek all the way trying to sell.
there's a bit of time where I was taken over by depression and it was kind of challenging for me.
Well, I think where we come from is the fact that 75% of our population is actually made up of youth. So driving them and giving them the tools that they need to take up the offerings of the digital space is where Ajira comes in.
Ajira program is aimed at training our young people to be able to get access to digital work. And in this instance, we want to encourage people like yourselves who are trainers of trainers to use that platform to be able to work with, for example, our Ajira trainers, for you to be able to acquire those skills and to be able to pass on those skills to the other young men and women who you are currently engaged with and training to show them how online work can be made available.
So when we started with this Ajira 2, we started almost with just very few platforms, which have grown to 56 now. And out of those 56 platforms and the trainings that we've been doing, we've realized about 1.2 million jobs have been created in around 1 year. Digital jobs and digitally enabled jobs. So that has given us confidence that what we're doing is the right thing, and so it has really encouraged us to really continue to support these platforms so that more young people can access more jobs.
So 1.2 million are the people working. Over 7.5 million are aware. And when we started this program around 2016, we were talking about 500,000 people are aware, 200,000 are working, and really working hard to move the people into this space.
One of the key achievements is the ability for us to actually provide digital skills among our young people. Because through our training, we have exposed them. Secondly, also exposing the youths to job opportunities locally and beyond.
So we train you on the methods of getting online. We train you on how to bid for work, how to partner. In the universities, we've created Ajira clubs, ensuring that there are mentors, there are people you can work with.
About Ajira, I heard it through a friend of mine, and it struck me because I had first heard about the word Ajira. The first impression I had was that I think this is a good thing because from the word Ajira, I knew this is a Kenyan thing.
So when I joined Ajira, we were trained in transcription, managing our finances, as well as some portion of content writing.
So the first time I registered in Ajira, I didn't have any skills because I saw there was data analysis, data entry, transcription. I had no idea what those things were.
I had heard about transcription, but I never knew how to go about it or anything apart from the word transcription.
We were taught how to type and type really fast because there are deadlines that you're given.
The basics of what a computer is to different platforms of doing online work. And I was surprised that at the comfort of your home, provided you had a small place and a reliable internet, you could actually get something.
So what I do here at Stepwise, we transcribe court proceedings. So basically audios are given to us, then we listen to them and we write down what exactly happened in that court proceeding, word for word.
Initially I started here in Bere constituency CDL as a basic computer trainer, and later on Stepwise came in and Ajira. We were able to be contracted and we are now working as transcriptionists. I've been able to work and earn a salary.
We are currently doing the digitization of government services at the Ministry of Lands. You know, the e-government services, whereby almost every other service that is being provided by the ministries is now available online. Then the next phase was this other arm of government that is also equally important, the judiciary. The objective was to ensure that we have a clear and a more efficient criminal justice system.
Business has always talked about e-government, you know, in terms of efficiency of government. And so we said, why don't we use some of their young people and move to e-government? And judiciary was very quick to take advantage of that. And so we've done 5 counties, about 35 courts, but we hope to get to many others. That has been exciting, just to see how many jobs are being created through those platforms. And thirdly is to really sensitize the young people about the digital jobs and through the training and all that, and working with other BPUs in the country.
So the first thing is just letting people know that online work is real work and they are earning real money, and they have an opportunity even to pay tax, which will allow them to be able to present a pay slip that will actually get them money.
Working in this project has enabled me to be able to manage my finances, also be more responsible. When you have duties and you have a turnaround time, you have to meet that turnaround time without fail. My father is a businessman, so finances are pretty low because of COVID. But when I chip in some of the money I get from the Ajira job, it really goes a long way.
And I think it has really helped me up to now. I can pay my rent and at least I can save some money for my daily duties and something to eat. I think it's a good thing.
This project has changed me personally because this is my first experience being in a working environment. It has improved my interpersonal skills and how I communicate with the others. It has made me earn and pay some of the school fees that are pending.
I can testify that I have been earning through online working. It is through this project that some of us here have also even had an interest of setting other online tasks, maybe from abroad.
The private sector contributes 3/4 of the GDP in this country. So it is our role as a private sector to create jobs. Government provides an enabling environment. And so we really thank especially the Ministry of ICT who have worked with us with Ajira 1 and now Ajira 2 to really create that environment for us to be able to do this.
Mastercard Foundation sees itself as a partner. We don't see ourselves as funders. We recognize that institutions within the areas where we work bring a lot of resources, insights, networks, experience and expertise. We have observed over 80% of jobs created, according to Kenya National Bureau of Statistics the last couple of years, are informal sector. And so the opportunities of thinking about dynamism or being flexible, being agile in the job market is really important. At the same time, that agency enabling a young person to either seek opportunities that may not be conventional, like what we are seeing with Ajira Digital, or even start a business.
The partnership which we engaged and embarked on with the Ministry of ICT to support the government of Kenya, and with our mandate being to support young people across Kenya, particularly those in rural marginalized and young women through also the generous support of the MasterCard Foundation has been an incredible journey. Our trainings are designed to be 2-day to 1-week trainings where a young person is able to go through how do I create an online work account, what is this online work and gig economy, how do I create a profile, how do I bid, and most importantly, how do I grow my rating to a degree where I can earn a dignified income and to support myself and those in my family.
At the Ajira Digital Program, number one job category that we train on is digital marketing and e-commerce. We train on online writing and translation. We train on data entry and management. We train on virtual assistants, and then we train on transcription. So the training always takes 2 days, and then the mentorship takes 5 weeks.
Within the program, we do, take it upon ourselves to monitor how many young women and girls are taking up the program, how many are going through the training and actually, getting to the point where they're earning online.
Ajira has truly transformed my life. No one has ever looked down on me. I was promoted to a quality assurance agent, whereby I review transcribed work and counter-check it before it's submitted. Right now I can pay school fees with ease, and also the society respects me and they can also rely on me.
Our aim is to have at least 70% of the people taking up the program being young women and girls. So far we are at 50% and we are moving fast towards 70%.
The policies that we've continued to build on, the infrastructure that we've continued to roll out, ensuring that first of all there is competition, so that the operators and all the players are competing and therefore moving us forward, and making sure that we're protecting investment. So in terms of connectivity in Africa, we are one of the top countries. We are part of the Smart Africa Alliance, where we've created a single digital market, over 700 million Africans. And with the Continental Free Trade Area, this digital market is expanding now to 1.3 billion people. So we are creating an environment for our businesses, our young people to be able to reach a market.
The youth of Kenya are very innovative, very creative, industrious, and they're very tech savvy as well. So once we present this tool to them, they're very quick to take it up. They're very enthusiastic about the training, and they can also access the program through constituency innovation hubs, which we are rebranding as Ajira Youth Empowerment Centers, which are set up across the country in various constituencies, so they are more able to access the program because these centers are equipped with the digital devices and connectivity, which is absolutely free for the young people.
And having Kenya as a country that has almost 75% of our population being youthful, the digital space then was the right opportunity to actually bring on board all these people who are looking for jobs, so that we tell them not to only focus on the white-collar job, that there are other opportunities there on the digital space.
I think the ambition we have, as far as connectivity is concerned, is that first of all we want free internet access to be available to people at walking distance. At the moment we've done over 212. We're upgrading the youth empowerment centers from the Department of Youth Affairs so that we can actually combine and have the connectivity. The country for a very long time only had satellite connectivity. The costs were very high, and with the introduction of fiber cables into the country, this is the international submarine cables, then the cost and speed and quality of internet dramatically reduced. The investment in the national fiber optic cable, which has gone to all sub-counties, ensuring that people are connected. And so our plan is in the short run to be able to get to the 1,450. In the long run, to be able to get everybody to be walking distance from a free Wi-Fi center in the country.
It's a really good opportunity, it's mind-opening. You may be crying there are no jobs, but Ajira is really enabling young men out there to find dignified jobs.
It gives you an insight of what you can do in an online world.
I think I'm falling in love with the legal profession, and I might find myself going back to school to do some law. I might be a lawyer. From an engineer.
And so this has encouraged us to say if we continue to support more platforms, if we continue to do a lot of more e-government, then we can create many more jobs. I think we can double the number in a year, and then we become part of the solution. And our role as KEPSA, we always say we are not there to complain. We're not there to just raise issues. We're there to say, if we do this, this is the impact.
But to get there has not been easy. It's been hard, but rewarding. Within government, we have support from, the highest office, from the president himself.
Ajira Digital is a good demonstration in its own way. It's a creative and innovative way of thinking about job creation. I would encourage the private sector to invest and commit to enabling more young people in the country to be either driven by the capacity afforded by the private sector through partnerships such as with TVETs or learning institutions, at the same time to be committed to outsource work to our young people. And in the commitment of Young Africa Works, we look forward to partnering with more other partners and stakeholders in realizing the vision of 30 million young people securing dignified work by the year 2030, if not exceed it.
It's a big number, and yet it's a small number. Because we have a big challenge, we want a lot more people to get online, we want a lot more people to have work, we want a lot more people to have money. But we want to now encourage those that are already working to be able to mentor others. So from 1.2 million, if we can get each of them in a year to mentor 10 and get those other 10 working, then we are at 12 million.
I know there are so many people struggling, and there are so many people even who don't have an idea that it's possible to work online and make an income. It's not easy, but it's possible if you are open-minded.
As a young man, I do believe we don't have to keep borrowing money from parents to do our own things. I had to look for somewhere to get my own money.
It gives you an insight of what you can do in an online world. So I ask you that you can get out of your comfort zone. There's a lot of things that you can achieve by online working.
I can also encourage persons with disability to try Ajira, and they won't be disappointed.
My message to the people who came up with Ajira, I am grateful, and I don't know, I can put it this way, that I'm a living proof of what digital space can do. And I will encourage other young people to join the training and have their life transformed.